Hi guys, so I want to talk briefly about the materials you're going to need for this class and how to be prepared day in and day out for the work that we're going to do. So obviously we're going to be starting the year remotely, and so almost all of the tools that we're using on a day-to-day basis are going to be digital. So first of all, I highly recommend that you use your Chromebook as opposed to a phone or a tablet if possible, just because it's going to allow you to type, it's going to allow you to more easily access different tabs. And so I think the Chromebook is probably going to be probably the most convenient device that you can possibly use to be able to engage with the things that we're doing day in and day out. So make sure that that Chromebook is charged every night and ready to go. The other thing that you're going to have to know is that Canvas is always going to be the starting hub for our course. So rather than post a lot of stuff on, say, Skyward or post a lot of stuff in different areas, Canvas is always going to be where we begin each day. So by simply logging into your Google Chrome, going into Canvas, going into my page, that's where everything's going to go, basically start from. Whether it's our Google Meet or whether it's assignment for the day, it's how you're going to check in and do attendance. So make sure that you are familiar with Canvas and that you're ready to kind of be there when class begins. In addition to that, there are some paper materials that hopefully we'll be able to get to you as quickly as possible. So one of the things that we're going to use frequently, almost on a week-to-week basis, is going to be this book. So this book is it's called the AMSCO Book, and it's the Advanced Placement Edition of United States History. And we've been using this book for many, many years. And the reason why the AP US History teachers like this book is because it's really clear and concise and to the point. So chapters in this book range from about 14 pages typically to really at the most maybe 20 pages if it's a really, really big chapter. And so it's giving you just the most important information day in and day out. Now, because our periods are so short, I'm not going to have an opportunity to go through all the history that you need to know. And so it's going to be on you to just do some reading on a week-to-week basis to make sure that you have an idea of the story of American history, and you can kind of understand, really one time period to the next. So you're not going to have this book immediately. I'm not sure exactly when you'll be able to get it, but we're going to hopefully get it to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be linking a digital PDF copy of this book. So that you'll still be able to do the weekly readings. So right now it's going to be on Canvas, and it's going to be something that you have access to immediately. But hopefully we'll get you a book this is going to be yours. And you're going to be able to write on this. You're going to be able to highlight it. Do what you want with that book. But it's going to be a really valuable resource. The other important resource that I'm kind of just urging students to get as soon as they possibly can is some sort of test prep book. Now, this is not provided by the school, so if you want a test prep book, it's going to be something that you have to go and purchase on your own. And you can find different test prep books online. Amazon's a good place to buy them. The one that we use, and we've been doing it for the past few years, is the Princeton Review. And you can find this on Amazon. You get it. The advantage of having this book is that it really kind of condenses some of the information as we get closer to tests, and especially once we get closer to the end of the year and we prepare for the AP exam. It also has some tips on writing, and it's got some practice questions. So it's a good resource to help you kind of review and fine-tune your skills before tests and before the AP exam. So you don't need the premium edition, just the regular edition would be fine. And you can, this is the 2019, but you probably want to get the most recent edition you possibly can. So these are really the materials that you're going to be using for this class. I also highly recommend that maybe you have a notebook dedicated to the class so that you can jot down notes if you need, or questions that you want to ask me. And it's just a place for you to kind of organize not only our activities, but also the content that we're working through on a week-to-week basis. So other than that, almost everything else is going to be digital, and you'll have access through Canvas or your course link that has been set up for you in your Chromebook.